I've already started eating it while I was filling out the stream info, and we are going to break a code for you guys today. One of the false codes that we all live by that aren't real. Okay, I do this all the time, and look at me, I'm still alive. I'm not a fake. I'm not following their agendas. I'm giving you guys the freedom of free will to choose whether or not you do this. It'd be a wise choice if you did follow this instruction, because who needs, do you want to weaponize your immune system so you don't get sick or catch cancer or, other like gut infections and whatnot? Look, healthy gut is a healthy life. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to eat this apple. You don't have to watch me eat it, but I'm going to explain to you exactly what it does when you eat the seeds with the apple. I do this all the time. The seeds, you have to eat them and chew them up very good. The seeds mix with the enzymes of the apple, and then that in turn mixes with the enzymes in your intestines when you go to digest it, and that acts as a deterrent against cancer. All right, look, I have a cyst behind my right ear. All right, I eat apples and it is shrinking. The apple seeds have shrunk the cyst behind my ear. And it is not a lie. It is not something I'm making up. I do this all the time. Where do you think they're saying an apple a day keeps the doctor away comes from? Okay. Um, so, without further ado, we're going to eat this apple. It's really juicy. So good. Now, the last one I didn't have enough seeds in it. And it wasn't going to work. Didn't have big enough seeds. But it's got to be a real full apple with seeds in it, full the plump seeds. The little flat seeds that are inside them nowadays, they don't really work. You got to get natural apples. This one I got from Fry's, which is more organic than most, but I eat the whole thing, but the stem. Yes, I even eat the flower bottom. You want to raise your frequency, raise your vibration. Really beneficial for you. I need to go invite some people here real quick. Oh, cool. Sweet. Do me a favor, my viewer. I'm going to post a comment in the chat, and I want you all to share this around for me. Just a link to the feed on Facebook. It would be nice if you did that for me. Share that link around for me, would you, please? I can log out or window out, and it'll just boot me if I take too long. But it would be nice if you could share it around on your pages. There's not going to be a whole lot. It's it's a brainless notion right here. What I'm doing, you know, I'm doing this to prove a point that apple seeds won't kill you if you eat them with the apple. I don't care what anybody says. Big Pharma has lied to you. They lie to you because if you got the enzymes from this by doing this regularly every day, one apple a day keeps the doctor away. If you do this every day, you know how much money the Big Pharma would lose? They don't make money. They don't make cures for anything. They strictly make money. They have medications and like antibiotics that you can take, but that doesn't match the quality of the antibiotic that's inside of this right here, the seeds. But you cannot just eat the seeds by themselves. You have to eat them with the apple. Does that make sense? There's not enough seeds in it. A little black speck is a seed. I just bit half of them off, and there's not one. Oh, there's one there. But you gotta grind them up real good when you eat them, or else it doesn't work. Check out my post I made last night about the somebody has donated Bitcoin to the American citizens, and if you go to the website and log in, use the code. I screen recorded it. It's on my TikTok. But you get 0.3 Bitcoins, which is $11,000. But you have to use 0.0005% of that or whatever to. It's about $20, and you can make the withdrawal of it that $11,000. So go and check that out and see if you can figure out the next step for me. I can't figure out what the next step is. I don't know where to go. So if you guys could help me out with that, that'd be cool. I'll be right back in a second.
Cash or card?
Huh?
Cash or card?
Card. I'm not being paid for this promotion, but this place, Credit Karma, is a wonderful place to go. I've built my credit up almost to 700 points this year from 4. Yep. It's just a wonderful app to use.
You want that card? You see?
Sure. Thanks. Have a wonderful day. Almost done. I mean, if you can watch me do this. Yeah, I make one of these almost once a month, just to show you that I do this regularly. I don't like only make the video when I eat an apple, no, but I do one video about it a month, just to show you guys I'm still alive. I'm not sick from the strychnine inside the apple. You know, strychnine is actually more of a truth serum than anything. It's one of the mind control things that they use on you to get the truth out of you. So, I mean, if you want to be more truthful and more healthy, you know, eat an apple and all the seeds. It's a healthy choice. Coast is clear. So I got 2 seeds out of that whole apple. Not bad. Definitely worth the risk. I mean, I'm obviously still alive. I haven't died from it. I haven't got sick from it. You know, so it's a lie, because if they said they're highly poisonous and toxic, yeah, maybe toxic for parasites and diseases, which is good for you in return. You know, a lot of things that they've claimed that are bad for us are actually good for us. You know, but they'll push fucking pizza and cheese and like alcohol and cigarettes, and they'll push all this negative stuff onto the masses and say all the beneficial things are bad for us. You know, for one, junk food tastes good because it's bad for you. You know, I believe in karma. What you give is what you get returned. I believe you can't depreciate real life till you've been burned. I believe the grass is no more greener on the other side. I believe you can't appreciate what you got till you say goodbye. You know, it's like the moment you're alone and you think about your life and stuff. How's it going, man?
Good. How was your Thanksgiving?
Good. You're the shaman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm on a live feed. I guess I'm seeking a little bit of like validation here. I've been on a spirit walk, out of body experience.
Vision Quest.
Huh?
Vision Quest.
Kinda, yeah. I was given 2 within the same week. One was a white sandy beach, blue crystal water. Off in the distance, there was an archway made of stone. There was trees growing on the top of it. It was during like a really bad time in my life. I wasn't on any hallucinogenics or anything. But after it happened, the 2 people that were involved, they tried to eliminate me. And I fled the scene from where it happened, and I went to another place. told them the story of what happened, and those people tried to eliminate me. I had another vision there. You know the song Crazy Train? That came on the radio and it pushed me into the vision. And I was sitting on a bench at the train station, right? And I felt the vibrations before it happened. And I was like, coming up quick, quick, quick. And then it slows down and all aboard, you know, the song comes on. And it pushes me into this vision. I'm sitting at this train station bench. And I'm watching the train go slowly by. I could see all the souls chained to the inside of the train. The metal door clanging. The souls were all fucking screaming out in torment. Help us!
Why were they bound?
Because they had been, I guess they sold themselves or some shit.
Enslaved.
They enslaved themselves to the system and whatnot. And they, like the celebrities and the movie stars, they all sign a contract, right, to be quiet about what their
Right.
original vision.
Understood.
Yeah. You're gonna be quiet here. We'll pay you all the money you want. But you're gonna be quiet. And you're gonna push our agenda.
Or we're gonna fucking crush you and your whole family, and then we're gonna fucking discredit everything
Right.
for hours.
Yep.
Like, we're not even gonna pay you. You're just gonna do what we want. When we're say some shit.
Yeah.
But you're gonna get rich in the process.
Yeah. And if you speak, we'll kill you.
Uh-huh.
But see, I'm not selling out. They'll have to kill me. But anyway, the first vision, I believe it was I was given my two options, in a way. I'm not trying to be religious. I hope it's not sounding religious, but the church is corrupted, in my opinion. Not everything in the Bible is true. There's a few scriptures I take to heart because they do make sense, you know, like
truth is universal truth.
yeah, universal truth. Yep. You want one? That's called charity, y'all. Whoever's watching. I'm out here on the street right now. I'm talking to what's your name?
Daniel.
Daniel. And he's a shaman. He's had his own vision quests. I'm not gonna sit here and interview him, but unless we can set up a time for that. But here you go. I'm here at the apartments. I'm gonna go visit a friend, and then you know, I'm really I don't care if people see me smoking on camera. There's worse things I could be doing.
Right.
You know, I could be smuggling drugs over the border. I could be kidnapping your children, or you know, selling my ass on the internet like everybody else. I don't do that kind of stuff.
Sitting on a park bench, eyeing little girls with that. A lot of bad things done, you know.
Yeah. So how normal is that experience that I had? Because I heard some stuff about you from my friend over here, and
when our vibration changes from one thing to another,
right,
uh,
the shift.
it shifts and it moves out of harmonic resonance with what we were. So
Right.
it's natural.
You mind being on camera?
Huh?
You don't mind? Okay.
When we shift that resonance, what we used to be attuned to now repels us.
Right.
And
Because of the reversals that are in effect.
it's just in disharmony, dissonance.
Yeah.
So like when say you're a drug addict and you get clean, those kind of actions and routines that used to thrive
The
in,
majority, anyway.
you know, they no longer serve you. In fact, you are repulsed by it, and they are repulsed by you. You know?
Right.
And that's the same with any kind of change,
Right.
especially at a spiritual level.
Right.
At a spiritual
Right.
level, you know, which is I'm with my lady last night. And she was like, oh my god, dude, I had to send her back because she was fucking freaking out, like trying to kill her, like something was trying to get her. Like she was in physical pain. I took her to the hospital. She ran away.
So, do you believe that everything that's physical starts first in the unseen?
Nothing that really exists.
Well,
Nothing unreal exists. So
Nothing unreal exists.
and just because you perceive it and nobody else does not mean it's not.
Real. Right. Oh yeah, I've seen things too that people say I'm crazy for or I'm insane. You know, I use a lot of biblical references. I use, one thing I don't like about about going to a church establishment is, for one, it's an establishment, and the teachers there don't explain what this scripture truly means in the spiritual sense.
They use these context words
Yeah.
and they don't go back or forward to explain why.
Yeah.
This, and then we say this, and this becomes true.
Right, it's programming.
And that's the thing about the church, is that there's power in numbers, and just because they believe something makes their energy fucking resonate with each other.
Right.
So two or more gathered in my name.
There's more division too. Well, that part's true. When two or more gathered in my name, that isn't religious at all. That is an actual truth, because when two or more gather in my name, there I be. Their manifestation power increases.
That's right. It's a law of attraction.
Right.
The law of attraction says that like goes like, and power is numbers.
Right.
So you see any group of people that have a common belief.
Right.
They edify that belief with sheer numbers.
Mhm.
So
It strengthens that belief.
it strengthens that belief, and it fucking yeah. Whether it's a real belief or not, or rational, it becomes their mantra, their
manifest.
Yeah, they manifest through that belief.
Right.
Whether or not the belief is real or not, but because they hold that, they all
It's true to them.
It's true to them, and they that's how they connect to the source.
Right.
And that's the nature of being human. That's our special ability.
Yeah.
That's our special abilities.
And so, do you know who the spirit of Armin is? Armin, Arhiman, Ahriman. It's, you know what Zoroastrian is? Zoroastrianism.
Yeah.
Oh, the wrong letter.
Ashura Mazda.
Yes.
She was the first monotheistic.
Religious.
Yeah.
Construct or whatever.
He was the one who put in place the monotheistic religion.
Right.
They gave birth to Yahweh and all these they put away the pantheon.
Yeah. They got rid of the pantheon. Now I go back to the old ways with my research, like clear back to Lemuria, Atlantis, and
Lemuria.
Oh, I know some shit, dude.
All right, good.
Now we are all special. We are made that way.
Yeah, made that way. Yes.
Made that way. Who made us was a conglomeration of, I want to say, highly advanced species in the cosmos that were master geneticists.
Yes.
Okay, check this out.
We're in here to do a specific job here.
Yes, to guard this world, to guard the 12 ascension portals, or 13 gates. Right, that's they were called guardians. There was Oraphim, or cherubim, seraphim. Those were the guardians. There were also the step down from the angelics of the Elohim.
Elohim.
No, there's two different types of Elohim. You know, there's the benevolent ones, and then there's the offshoot that were the Eli Elohim.
Nephilim.
The Nephilim spawned from the Draconian and Luciferian reptilians that came down here and invaded the world.
If you look at the scripture, it says they were the heroes of old, the men of renown.
Yeah.
They were the Nephilim, the fucking heroes. It's not that they were abominations, but they were all. Some of them were the ones who used that for good.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I believe there's good and bad in everything. You know, there has to be, but the point I was getting at was this conglomeration of highly advanced species. They mixed their best quality genetics together and made the shit. The seraphim. And the seraphim have what was it, 48 strands? And then the step
Number of man
down,
is 48.
huh?
The number of man.
And that's the beast, they say. 48 strands of DNA. All right. And us, well, like me being an indigo, I have 6 already activated. And it's up to me to hold vibration and to,
So you know you're one of the 144 that.
well, that's a vibrational frequency too. It's an elemental thing. It's a mineral elements. The things, yes, crystalline structure. It's the selenite or whatever, right? It cool. It's fine. It's cool to meet somebody out here that has the same knowledge that I do. And like, I got this knock on the door, and I had to answer it. I couldn't ignore it no more. And ever since then, it's like, well, the first thing that it was pulling out of my body. I was up above the room looking down at 3 people. One of them was me. I was shown the vision from my mortal eyes, but then the third person view that I seen from the top I was fucking like, what the hell? I was blown away, dude. Blew my mind. And ever since then, I've been connected to this crystalline consciousness that, they call it Christ consciousness, or Christ consciousness, because it's crystalline. It's high resonance. It's high frequency. It's
Transparent. It's fucking.
yeah,
It stores energy. It fucking focuses energy.
yeah,
It's the whole promise.
yeah. It's the Holy Grail, basically. And I believe you have it because you know it. You know the shit. So it's like it comes natural once you accept that that's your, what you evolved into. Because I believe that was a spiritual evolution that I went through. I had to experience enough shade in order to learn the difference between good and bad, and the tree of knowledge basically, and then it also rose my crystal oil up my spine and into my pineal, which I didn't have to do a whole bunch of rituals and meditation to get there, like they say it needs to be done. It's just you need to focus on continuing being a righteous person, basically. Doing the good things.
Doing the next right thing.
The next right thing. Being charitable, helping out those in need or less fortunate than yourself. Have you been out to Felicity out here before?
To the hot springs out there?
No, just the town of
Oh,
Felicity.
the center of the world, yeah.
Yeah. I went out there with a friend.
Green water one.
Yeah, it's owned by the Rothschilds.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's fucking some weird shit here.
Yeah. Well, I went up into the church on the hill and knocked on the devil's door. Nobody answered. But then when we came back down the stairs and was down back in the granite museum, the bell started ringing. So there was somebody in there. It was funny is like there's a whole, like, the granite tile is all freaking engraved, and there's like 10 tiles on each side that are not engraved on yet, and it says history of man. And one of the the quotes on there was 3 main things about life that are very great, and charity being the most valuable is being charitable. And so it's like it's basically don't give to the rich, but don't take from the poor either.
And give with the idea of not giving back.
Yeah, give without
Give with triple heart because it's not you're giving to give back. It's right.
right. You give without the expectation of compensation for your deeds. Yes.
It's not a transaction, it's a gesture.
Right. And now they have everything as an external thing, as everything's a transaction.
Yeah, everything's a transaction.
But it isn't.
Opposite reaction.
Yeah, that's a self-service thing, and that's Luciferian, that's Belialish, that's Satanism.
Well, Satanism and Luciferianism.
Right.
The morning star. Of the history is written by the victor.
Right.
So they took something like Lucifer is Prometheus, same thing, but fire and medicine to the battlefield.
Right.
is that ignorance that we had. So now we have the option of not just being pets.
Right. The free will.
The free will, and that was a gift, and we fucking demonized the idea of it
Right.
as the original sin.
Yeah, that wasn't it though. And then they say that eating the fruit, the forbidden fruit, is the fruit within you. It's not no tree that was growing in the garden. The garden is us. We are the garden.
We are the garden.
The tree grows within us, and by picking the fruit and eating it and sharing it with others, that is the gift of life. Like that's where the blessings come to life. In my general idea and perception of it. Like so.
To become the conduit rather than oh God, source to
External person that isn't there.
External person that's there that we're separated from. No, there's no separation.
There's no separation. We're part of it. It's part of us.
It's us and we are it. It's the it.
Right.
It can't want, it can't need, it is.
It is, yeah. So
it's the source. And that's where man has his own self-importance.
Yeah.
In that.
So do you believe in the sins and stuff too then, Noah?
I
think it's when you do something against somebody else and then you deny that something that you did. I think that's a sin against another person.
Yes, it's that gesture.
The gesture.
It's the gesture, it's not the action. It's the gesture.
Yeah.
Whether I spit on your foot, it's not really a fucking lewd act, but it's the gesture.
Yeah.
It's the gesture.
Yeah.
But we can't ever actually do harm, even through any kind of act like that, unless it's because we're spiritual beings having a human experience.
Right.
And we're players. I'm not this body. I'm not this body.
No. I am the driver of this body.
I'm the driver of this body.
Yeah.
And I'm not the only driver of this body. Somebody else drove this body before I got into it. 1983 when I was 5.
Is that when you were born?
No.
Oh.
This body was born in 78.
Okay. This body was born in 83.
I drowned in Arizona on vacation. And I drowned. And I don't remember anything before that time. And everything it happened exponentially from 5. I did so much shit when I was 5. Knowing that I'm just a driver for this body, and it's the conveyance, and that means I have things to do,
right?
And they're not self-serving,
right?
I don't. So I drive a piece of shit. It's my had a guitar, just he needed one. So I heard him fix mine, another one mine, so I could give him a guitar. Cause I can see how the fucking piece of shine better.
Yeah. Well, see, when we neglect ourselves, like our inner self, me personally, I become irritated. I become short with people. I become snappy, and it's always because I'm serving so many people. I'm not serving myself enough. I'm not taking care of myself internally, like feeding the soul the sustenance that it needs in order to blossom again.
Right.
Because the vultures pick the platter clean, and they don't leave you anything good. They leave you all the bad shit. And that's what everybody points out, is like all the bad things that are left of that platter. And you haven't refilled that platter to the point where you have something of value to offer somebody else out of the kindness of this right here, of the heart, and so the fruits of life are very necessities in becoming like back to an angelic state that you were originally at in the beginning of everything that's happened now. That's my little perception of it.
That gesture of like you can give and give and give and give for the wrong reasons,
right?
And that will deplete you. That's what depletes you. That's what leaves you. That fucking, I've ripped myself off. I'm self-loathing. I'm fucking sure with you because I forgave you and you fucking and now I'm in the shit. And there's lack. There's
Right.
no lack.
No.
When we do operate the gesture in the right way, it's right. Actually, we don't own any of this. We don't own any of this. When we give something, if we're not giving something that we own,
Right.
we don't own it. We're the steward. We're here to fucking shunt things off and to fucking spread it.
Yeah.
But it's when we do things for the wrong reasons,
When we do it greedily or selfishly,
really, or for fucking
personal gain.
ulterior motives. Yes.
Yeah.
Manipulation. To work this and this, to make things fall into place the way we want them.
That is coincidental. That's planning something. That's premeditation. It's
Yeah, that's fucking taking control of the cosmos and acting like you're the fucking.
the god of everything.
Yeah, you're the one that can do it.
There could be only one Highlander. Anyways, cool. Thank you very much, man. That's awesome insight.
Yeah, I needed that today. 'Cause I'm going through that all the time, and man, my ex-wife was with me on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And we don't have a religious relationship. Not even with my son. I got custody of my son because she abused him, drugs and all that shit, and he didn't want her there. And I said, "That's your mom. That's your mom." And because she's done bad things, she's not what she does. She is a fucking
Awesome person.
She's an awesome person. She's your mom.
Yeah.
Just because she's done some fucked up shit, still continues to do some fucked up shit, does not mean that's what she is.
Right.
She's just fucking lost.
Everybody needs that upliftment, man. Do you think I helped you with that today?
Yes.
A little bit, yeah.
And it's been a.
That's all I need is the gratitude for that, And it's not self-service. It's
confirmation. No, you're right where you're supposed to be.
Yeah. And I'm doing a duty, and I'm not expecting anything but a thank you. That's the best that I could get from anybody. A thank you, and not like you're fucking wrong. You're a piece of shit. You don't do those things. You're a drug addict. You're a fucking this. You're that.
Right.
But you don't see drug addicts out here fucking doing this and spreading this message. Not really. You see them lost in their fucking bubble, or
And they're fucking
consuming the substance and shit like that. You don't see recovering people even doing that. Not really, but I've been in recovery for a few years. I've had a couple of bumps along the way, that sets me back a little bit. But, as far as like, in 2016, I got this gift given to me from somewhere beyond the world, or from the world, or wherever it came from. And even though I have had struggles with addiction since I was 15 years old, I've never allowed them to alter my character or, my belief structure.
Right.
I changed my entire belief system that day that I pulled out of my body, because they never talked about that shit in church.
No.
They say that's a demonic presence, blah, 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 blah.
That's projection. That's the devil.
When you get goosebumps when talking with people, I believe it's an exchange of information. And there was people the other day trying to convince me that is the demonic presence that's giving you the goosebumps. But what people need to understand is when you come in contact with something negative in frequency, you will feel your heart literally sink into your guts. All right. That is a pulling down thing. That's a negative pull. And when it's something positive and beneficial, it'll make your heart flutter and elevate, which is a positive. Okay. And that's the one determination of the energy, how you feel it, if it's good or bad for you. And then I happen to believe that when you come in contact with somebody who's subtle and shady and not giving you the information that you need in order to clarify the question, that is somebody who's working in the opposite of you. They're keeping the information from you intentionally because they are working for the darkness, self-serving. And then the angelical side of it will give you freely the information without you even asking for it.
Right. And leaving it. And when you get
no stone left unturned.
No stone left unturned. But but it's not taking from anything. It's already there.
Yeah, it's adding to it, really.
It's adding to it, yes. You know, it's so much suffering in the world and people don't realize that the suffering is there because they see lack. And they're not redirecting their fucking actions in accordance with their predilections.
Right.
So so they experience lack.
Yes.
Because they're not.
And lack begets lack.
Yeah, but it's an illusion.
Yeah.
It's really an illusion. All you have to, there is no lack.
No.
We manifest what we require.
Right.
Like we've made it every day so far.
Yeah.
There's a lack.
No. Well, thank you very much for that. I appreciate you. Handshake again. There we go. That's how you show appreciation, and I gotta get going, and this guy who plays guitar is pretty good. Until next time, everybody, I love you. Spread this message far and wide. It's the right thing to do, and I thank you for doing that ahead of time, and you will be rewarded for that by things coming into your life that you don't even expect. Smiling from her head to her feet. And she said, what is this now, baby, maybe we need a gift. I said, hey, what's your name, baby? Maybe we can see things the same. Don't you wait all that day. Before the race walking right. All right now, baby, it's all right now. All right now. All right now. All right now. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, bro.
Namaste.